is very interesting as well. It's people preparing for basically the end of days and extreme doomsday bunkers. Jake Jobe is joining us now with more about that. Are you there, Jake? Hi, thanks for joining us.
Hi, glad to be here.
So I was very excited when I saw this topic on tap for today, because I'd actually a couple weeks ago started searching online because I thought this would be a very interesting story to tell people about, and this is really going on all over the country. So tell us about it and why people would want to do something like this, or why they should.
Well, there is a phenomena right now among people, especially because of the year 2012, to take more advantage of being prepared for doomsday-like disasters. After seeing what happened in Haiti and Japan, a lot of people became very concerned. Some think they could have isolated areas. Some think that they should have actual doomsday bunkers, meaning they buy old missile silos, things like that. But the vast majority of us live in urban environments, and doomsday bunkers are a little hard in an apartment.
Yeah, there are a lot here in the New York City area that I was able to discover online. And there's a name for people that do this, right? What is the name of people that participate in this?
Well, there's kind of two categories in our community. There are the survivalists, which tend to be what I would call more hardcore. They very often have compounds in isolated areas. They stock seeds, a lot of ammunition a lot of times. There are people more like myself who are called preppers.
Yes.
And I'm going to be on the program Doomsday Prepper at the end of this month. And we're people who we have a safe room in our house, and that gives us a little security, but usually just time to load the guns.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned following the tsunami and what happened there, but a lot of this started popping up after 9/11 as well.
Correct, absolutely. That was when a lot of people had, and the word I hear most frequently is, we've awakened. It's time for us to take responsibility for ourselves, and we need to be the ones in charge. Remember, in situations like Katrina, the government didn't arrive for several days. What do you do in the meantime?
Right, yeah, that's a big
lesson.
Big lesson, and hopefully people will learn from that, and the government as well, in terms of their response time. So tell us, what should people do to prepare? Like, say they want to be someone like you, more, you know, have a room in their home. What supplies should they have on hand, and for how long should they plan on?
The debate about how long is probably one of the biggest ones, even within our community. So let me give you one extreme example. Let's go to the worst survivable case scenario. Now, we heard on the news this morning about hackers turning off the electrical grid, terrorists using an EMP to turn off our electrical grid, and there is such a thing as the Carrington effect, 1859, that set fire to wiring on this planet. So to get prepared for something like that, you'd be having to look at the utilities being out for months. And I don't think most people are remotely prepared for that kind of situation. And by the way, the instant that that happened to us, how far do you live from where you work? Because you would be having to walk home. And I think people should be prepared for disasters every day and understand the consequences.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. You know, people, we always see it, people running to the grocery store to stock up on bread and water and milk just for like an inch of snow on the ground, but you know, or heavy rain.
Correct.
But circumstances that you're talking about, it never hurts to be prepared, right? That's the mission, and that's what you're talking about.
Absolutely, and the Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts have taught us this since we were children. The pioneers told us that you had to take it all with you when you go. So it is absolutely the time to get your family just a little bit better off today than you were yesterday. If it means buying a couple of extra cans of food, buying extra water, most people stock 3 to 5 days worth of food. Cities only stock about 3 days worth of food.